Hey guys, hope you're doing brilliant. Tomorrow is finally the day I'm going to be attempted the 100-mile bike ride which I've been planning for absolutely ages. Nervous, it's going to be tough, but bring it on. Also, check out this nice new wall decoration I recently installed. Adds a bit of life to my wall, doesn't it? So, what is prepared so far? Of course, I've got my route planned. I'm not really going to reveal the place as such, but I'm planning to bike to some seaside town. It'll be 50 miles there and 50 miles back. Normally I would attempt some loop round kind of ride, but since my first 100 mile I thought there was something simple of doing a 50 mile there, 50 mile back, a little halfway point, and maybe a nice stop at the seaside, grab an ice cream, as it's going to be a nice sunny day tomorrow. Well, at least that's what forecasted so far. It's the UK, you can't predict the weather and it can change, but fingers crossed, nice sunny day. In terms of nutrition, I have ensured I'm absolutely carb loading myself in preparation for this ride, and saying that as well, I tend to like barbecue earlier, which was pretty handy to be fair, maybe not the best looking food. Well, there's some vegetables in that there, so carbs are carbs, calories are calories. I'll be needing them for tomorrow because I'll be burning a fuck ton. And I mean a fuck ton. My 8-man action cam all fully charged up, ready to attach onto the bike tomorrow to catch footage of the ride. Apologies if I'm speaking too fast again. I said I was going to work on it, apparently I didn't, but I really will try and work on it, honestly. I'm so stoked and hyped for this ride. I'm nervous but excited at the same time because I just really want to get it done. Okay, and that sort of thing, I'll be setting my alarm for 5 AM in the morning. This is going to really pretty much take up my full day. So I want to get a nice early start, up early, have a carb heavy breakfast, and then within an hour or so, maybe 6 or 7, get set off and get this ride done out the way with. So without further ado, I will see you when the ride commences. Bye for now. Quick stop, had some food, 42 miles in. Nearly halfway there, but fucking hell, this is intense, especially in this heat. Made it to the halfway point. Just down myself down a milkshake for an absolute sugar for the way back. Quick relax whilst I'm here. Maybe a little bit of sightseeing and then I'll get heading back. This is intense so far and this is going to absolutely kill me. Can't believe I've actually done this. Right, done. I'll give the actual review when I'm feeling more rested, maybe the next day. This is legit my reaction. This is how I'm actually feeling. I'm just so drained out from it. But fuck, it feels good to fucking get it done finally. Can't wait for my pizza. Come on, I'll dive into that pizza. Yeah, excuse that state that was in on those last clips, but that generally was a reflection of how I felt in that very moment. But hey, The next day now, I feel somewhat better. I still feel a bit shattered, but feel somewhat more to left. I can at least form a sentence to you guys now and actually give a proper review of it. But what can I say apart from bloody hell, that was freaking intense. Like, there was no way I was expecting it to be easy, but freaking hell, that just I'd be so much just unexplainable. I suppose the reactions on those clips were just the complete reflection of that. Like, it honestly feels absolutely brilliant to get it done. Like, I've been like wanting to get something like done like at least since last year, and it's been on my target list to get done for my fitness challenges, and finally it's out the window and so. But to be honest, like, it killed me off that much. Like, I still feel absolutely drained today. Like, literally to the point I even had like a nap earlier, and literally that's my first nap I've had in like well over a year. Cause I am not anyone that takes naps, but I actually crushed sleep during midday. Couldn't believe it. Unbelievable. The ride itself, it started like fairly decent. Like, felt like I kept a fairly simple pace through the start of it. And I was thinking, like, as long as I, you know, keep this up, have like the breaks appropriate every now and then, have a little food snacks, it should be fairly okay, fairly manageable. Well, maybe not, because it was always going to be a challenge. But in some degree, it just felt right. I hope that makes sense, anyways. But then it got to a point, like at least like 42 miles in, where it did really start to feel a bit much then, and like to the point where it's like I didn't end up having to take a break. I had to like have like my lunch, and my legs were feeling a bit shaky a bit, and I suppose I was starting to feel a little bit lethargic, and it was that moment I was kind of thinking like, is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen? Oh god, but it was okay. I just needed a quick break and a quick fuel up, and then once I got going, I felt fairly alright once again to carry on. When I was heading like more towards the destination, the midpoint I was going to, like there was like a lot of what was fairly hilly around there, and that's what really took it out of me. It took out so much, like I just could feel it strain like so much. I was like this, and I was just thinking in my head like I'm only like halfway in, but this just really got to be like the most intense ride I've ever done. And yeah, literally only halfway there as well. Eventually got to my destination, which took me to exactly just over 50 miles. Had a nice chill by the seaside. Grabbed the milkshake whilst I was there. That's showing the clips, because I'm telling you now, a mad ass sugar rush was freaking necessary. At that point during that break at the midpoint, like I was really feeling it with myself, or how daunting it was already. And the fact I was only like at the destination point, the halfway point, I was just thinking in my head was like, fuck, I've got all that way to bike back. Yeah, I challenged myself though, so. But yeah, I was still kind of questions of why did I do this in the first place. And when I eventually got myself heading on the way back, I'd say something that second part of the ride was an absolute freaking pain in the ass. Like I stayed like there was already I took a different route to what I took on the way there, you know, just to like mix up the sights really. And obviously first of all there was like the hilly parts to go up, and even then they were just once again being really challenging, so daunting, like really taken out of me. I mean at that point like I was starting to feel really like lethargic again. Like, and then once getting questioned like, oh, is this even gonna happen? I don't know, but no, I still convinced myself it was doable, so I still tackled it on. And the other part that made it really frustrating the way back was like the maps I was using, like the routes on the way back, like would just pretty much take me like the absolute middle of nowhere, and I just kept on taking that wrong route. It kept on to get like redirections. It was just that part was just really infuriating me, because I'm thinking like, I'm never gonna get out of this loop. Like, I'm just gonna be stuck here now. But like eventually, I found a village I was fairly familiar with on that route, which I sort of know the way back anyway. So I managed to direct myself that way, and I thought, yep, I'm going this way. No turn back now. Like, this is it. I'm done. So I took the route, and then eventually got myself on the way back. As more and more miles were smashed in, like I remember there was a point where I eventually got to like maybe just over 70 miles. At that point, I was just like, kind of like telling myself in my head like, oh, it was only like 20 odd, just under 30 miles to go. Like, that is easy. You've done that before. Like, you've done this 30 odd miles before. So easy. Seeing it like, you know, that 70 miles I've just did was completely fucking irrelevant now. I mean, I don't know what the logic behind that, but I was just trying to convince myself this was going to be easy, even though I was like in an absolute freaking state at that point. I eventually reached this town, which is like maybe just like short of like 10 miles like from where I live. And at that point, like I already got maybe at least like 90 plus miles in, which yeah, I was really nearly there. But at that point, I was really starting to feel like really low energy, like really freaking low. I was thinking of it like any second, like it's just the point where I'm gonna end up freaking bottomless now. Like Because luckily, like, in that town was like, I suppose like my mum was in that town, and I was thinking, like, am I gonna freaking bottle it and call it quits there and just get a ride home if I really lose an energy? Because like there is that risk, like if you like lose your energy so much, you can actually bonk out and just not really carry on. So I was kind of getting a bit worried that was going to happen, but luckily I managed to push my way through it, and I managed to find like a little service stop there as well, and to grab a quick, like more quick snack to try and push me through that very last bit. And plus the fact that like I was like over 90 miles in that point, like less than 10 miles to go, very nearly there. There's no way I could go bottle it now, so yeah, I gotta push myself through it. And as I think I eventually got to my hometown. I think maybe at that point maybe it was just under the 100 mile, but I still had like a little route to go back home. So that eventually I did reach the 100 mile mark. Felt absolutely stuck, but even though I was still feeling like really low energy, but still like push myself just to get home. And like weirdly to say that last part actually felt really emotional myself, like a bit weird to say, but it was just the thought of like I pretty much spending like all day just pushing myself through all that. It was just so daunting, like question is this going to be done or not? And then yeah, the fact that I didn't at that point, it was just such a relief. And yeah, it's just like I'm a man to get done for well over a year, well maybe close to a year. Been spending like the last like maybe so many months like building myself up to it, and finally like it was just achieved, and I just couldn't believe it. Just yeah, it was really emotionally, but it was happy emotions definitely, and not much more to say there. Really, just thrill it's done. Just can't believe it. First time I've ever done anything like that. Like I really wouldn't have thought I could ever do anything like that many years ago when I really was physically unfit, and I'm like, hey, that's a challenge done, out the way, super happy, absolutely super thrilled. What could be next install? Well, I don't think I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to do any crazy challenges like that for a little while, but yeah, we'll see what comes installed me one day. Thank you all for watching, hope you all enjoyed the video. Take absolute great care of yourselves. See you all at the next one, bye for now.